This week on the Spotlight, we talked to Carlos Boozer about what's happening with himself and his teammates. And he responds. And Robin Ventura is the new White Sox manager. A lot of analysis about his low-keyness. We'll talk to him. We have championship trivia from Salerno's, the 2011 title match, and we'll reveal the winner. And then we go down the street to 44th and Wallace and Kelly's. Some pretty fun trivia there, too, this week. Check out my website, benkowski.com, for my weekly article and up-to-the-minute trivia sites. From wherever Chicago's sports teams are making news, this is the 23rd year of the Lansing Floral Sports Spotlight. Flowers for every imaginable occasion at Lansing Floral Shop. Call them at 708-474-1212. They deliver. You've got to get to Kelly's Tavern for Benkowski Trivia, Friday, March 23rd at 8 p.m., and again Friday, April 6th at 8 p.m. Come out and play, bring your friends, have a good time at 44th and Wallace, Kelly's Tavern for Benkowski Trivia. Want to get a haircut from a great hairstylist? Call mine, Rose Murillo, 312-726-2201. With a 30-year Southwest Side tradition, Huck Finn is open 24 hours to serve you with great breakfasts like the Becky Thatcher, soups, great lunches, 1/3 pound burgers, clubs, and much more. Dinners from seafood to steaks to pasta, great donuts, and ice creams. With 3 locations at Archer and Damon, 67th and Pulaski, and 105th and Cicero. Stop in today. You know Huck Finn is open. Be safe with Sureway Insurance Company, 3312 North Milwaukee. Call my friend Jean at 773-282-2022. She has the answers on your auto, home, business, life coverage, including SR22 coverage drivers. Call Sureway Insurance.
Hi, my name is Rose, and I've been a skilled hairstylist for over 10 years. I specialize in men's haircuts and in corrective color. Come visit me at Salon 203 at 203 North LaSalle, 312-726-2201. And while you're at it, come in and get a shoe shine and a shave. It's a great place where a man can be a man.
Since 1967, El Jardín has been serving the finest Mexican food. Before, after, or during ball games, located conveniently just 3 blocks south of Wrigley Field, 3335 North Clark. Whether there's a game or not, you still get hungry, and El Jardín has great service, great food, and great drinks. I've enjoyed every meal I've had there, and you will too. So get to El Jardín for great Mexican food at 3335 North Clark Street in Chicago. You'll be glad you did. There was plenty of basketball to clean up from as they prepare for hockey. You know, they go back and forth. Carlos Boozer is a guy we haven't talked to in a bit. He has the rule of only talking after the game. He put up a conventional 15-10 type performance in the game we talked to him after. And he also has that low-key, long-time pro, been there, done that kind of mindset. But it could be one of leadership qualities to some of the younger guys. I posed that question, and other questions were posed also about Derrick Rose's reaction to foul calls. And Boozer has an interesting take on that, one that you'll have a chance to witness now. So, Carlos, your team was really tenacious on the board today, and everybody got involved.
Yeah, we did a good job. I think when we're active like that, we get a chance to get more opportunities to go out there defense, and it was exciting, man. Taj might have got like 6, 7, or 8 right in a row. Got the whole crowd hyped, got us hyped up, and then Joakim's always on the glass, so it was good to have.
Put in perspective what this game means, what this win means. It's a regular season game, but there seemed to be a lot of hype connected to it.
Just another game right now. I mean, they all count the same. So, but it was, a very good team, very talented team, and it was a good win for us.
Derrick Rose said that he feels like he doesn't get the calls, and I know you guys can't say too much about officiating, but obviously it's something that really bothered him tonight. Have you ever seen him that angry on the court?
Well, man, listen. In my opinion, I feel like he gets hit every time he goes to the hoop. This is. Let me tell you what happened. Let me break it down for you. This is what happens. So D Rose makes a move, jumps, and then everybody gets in like awe of how long he's in the air. He's hanging in the air for 3, 4, 5 seconds. And I think even some of the rest might, they'd be watching and be in awe a little bit. but he gets hit on every play. And don't get me wrong, he makes a lot of those shots too. He finishes a lot of those shots, but he's almost getting fouled every time he jumps, and that's my opinion. You know, I play with him. I see him every day in practice, every day in the game, and I'm still in awe when he jumps to see what he's going to do with the ball. I think sometimes the refs get caught watching him, and sometimes they're missing calls because he's getting hit on almost every play.
Could you tell that he was pretty angry? I mean, he never shows his
we're
emotions
all a little
like that.
frustrated because in my opinion, like tonight he probably should have shot about probably 8 to 10 more free throws. 4 or 5 more possessions, he should have been on the free throw, in my opinion. So.
But sometimes something with it, they're that strong, it doesn't look like they're being fouled. Sometimes do you think the referees?
Yeah, I mean, because he's so strong and he finishes. The other thing about D Rose is he finishes so many plays where he does get contact. Sometimes they let it go, but you can't let it go all the time. You got to, make the call. You saw in the third quarter, he was trying to force the issue. He got to the line a bunch in the third quarter, but he could have got to the line maybe 10 times in the first half.
It doesn't matter of him talking to the refs more during the game.
Pooh doesn't really, look at it like that. He just plays for us. He didn't like to talk a lot when he's out there. But I try to talk for him a little bit at times. I like to talk, but at the same time, he's going to keep playing. He's going to keep doing what he does. He's going to keep driving. He's fearless. He's going to go in there, whether you call it or not, he's going to keep going. You know that already. Yeah.
Speaking of talking, how much talking do you do to the bench guys? To the younger guys. They seem to kind of be getting it right now, and
they've been playing great. We may have a couple of young guys, but they play like veterans. Jimmy's been playing phenomenal. Taj's been playing great since I've been here. He's been amazing. And everybody really that comes in, Omer's been playing. Omer's young too. He comes in and plays phenomenal. They did a good job of putting this team together because everybody, whether you're 30 or 21, they can all ball. And we got to remember, D Rose is only 24, and he's the MVP. So it's exciting. Oh, 23? I'm sorry, 23. My pleasure.
and a half.
Cool.
Since 1955, Rosangela's Pizza has been there for you at 95th and California, across from Little Company Mary Hospital. You can call them at 708-422-2041. Everything homemade, including the sauce. Great beef and meatball sandwiches, pasta, chicken, seafood, desserts. Dine in for lunch and dinner. Rosangela's, 95th and California. Come play in the area's classiest billiard center, Jukebox Billiards, 7910 Calumet Avenue in Munster, 2 blocks south of 8094. Selling the most famous names of pool tables and billiard equipment. Specializing in table recovery and moving of tables. A complete pro shop with the most brand names of cues and cases. Celebrating over 20 years. Excellence. Top billiard tables. The place where the action is. Jukebox Billiards. 7910 Calumet in Munster. Nuevo Leon for the best Mexican cuisine since 1962. Serving every day from 7 a.m. to midnight, conveniently located 1515 West 18th Street, just a block east of Ashland in Chicago. Of course, they have breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and a wide range of menu items. Everything from steak, seafood, to breakfast, to chicken, pork, dine-in, carry-out, tacos, enchiladas, everything you can imagine, and great quality at Nuevo Leon, 1515 West 18th. Bring your car to Quick Stop Muffler and Brake at 95th and Pulaski, and they'll fix it right. They also do shocks and struts, free estimates. Call them at 708-423-3700. They're very thorough in their work, and they have very competitive pricing. Quick Stop Muffler and Brake, 95th and Pulaski. We're back in the spotlight. Of course, it's Sox Fest 2012, and what better place to start than with a new manager. It's been a while, and certainly it's a dramatic difference. Ozzie Guillen was like nobody else. The raw nerve, the quote machine, the guy who we had to put the bleeps on, the guy who would be in our face if he didn't like the question. That happened a little bit too much for my taste, actually, in 2011, but that's just me. Anyway, a guy I've always respected greatly as when he played, both defensively, offensively, and with a straightforwardness, and that's Robin Ventura, the new manager. He brings some great credentials as a solid power hitter, one of the ultimate Grand Slam hitters in baseball history, with more Grand Slams than people like Babe Ruth, Mickey Mantle, Willie Mays, etc. And that's part of the Q&A in our segment with Robin. We also talk about his approach to hitting and his approach to a new team. And there's some unknowns, but you'll hear from the horse's mouth. 2012 New Sox manager. Here's Robin.
There's two good teams. I mean, there's teams, there's a lot of good teams. These are the best players in the world. So everybody's got good teams. Anybody can beat anybody on a particular day. And, for us, it's one of those are tough teams. And we'll see where we're at real quick.
Hey, Robin.
How you doing? Good. See you too.
How are you, Rob? Congratulations.
Thank you.
Hey, over the course of your career with the managers you played for, the best manager you ever played for, how many wins was he worth, without naming names? And the worst manager you ever played for, how many losses was he worth?
I don't know. I really don't know. I just know guys that I played for. There are things that I don't know if it's stealing, but it might be sampling of the way they manage and handle different situations and the way they handle people. And that's my experience. So those are the things that I'm going to take into this job and going forward. I feel I played for some good guys.
So what's the toughest thing going to be for you this year? I mean, I think everybody assumes you're going to be a great locker room guy, a great clubhouse guy. Is the game stuff going to be tough for you? What do you think is going to be?
I don't know. We'll find out. I wouldn't think that would be the biggest one. I mean, obviously there are challenges of being able to pull guys at the right time, but not every decision works. And for me, I realize that. There was a lot of stuff that happened when I played. The guys pull a guy and it didn't work, but it was the right move. So you have to be confident in what you're doing and your ideas, and as a coaching staff, what you do. But this is probably the most difficult, just personality-wise for me. This is my least favorite thing to do. I'm nothing personal against you, but I would rather just do baseball stuff, but that's not part of the job. So I have to be able to do this and be available and talk to guys every day, and that's fine, but the fun part's the baseball part.
As you advise players on nuances of their game, maybe a hitting tip here and there, how about the art of the grand slam, one of your specialties?
Well, I mean, Paul's pretty good at it, so I don't have to, that's just something that guys are going to hopefully have their own thing that they do well, and I don't know if that's a spectacular position for me to be in as far as being able to give a guy a tip on how to actually do that. I wish I knew how to do that, but
you're high on that list.
I'm high on that list, but I don't know how I got on that list. So if I knew, then I'd be able to share something.
But you wouldn't be shy about offering a batting tip around the cage if you saw something?
There's going to be stuff flying everywhere. I don't know if they're tips or anything else, but confident in what we do as a staff. We're trying to help everybody get better, and that's number one.
Plans and advice for Adam?
No, I'm just let him come in and get ready. I mean, and obviously my experience comes from playing. I never felt the same every year coming into spring training. So I'm more, I'm not concerned, but I'm looking more at how he's thinking more than anything else. So I'm going to let him just play, and we'll figure it out when he starts playing.
Play in the field more?
We're at Sox Fest, of course. We're talking with Tyler Flowers, and tell us a little bit about your off season. How much relaxation and how much preparation?
Well, not much relaxation as it is every year. Try and keep that as minimal as I can. Try and get back to work in the weight room and conditioning and getting prepared for the next season. But kind of the same story. Hang out with the family a little bit for about a month, and then get back to work. Pick up the throwing program and hitting. Later on, and just getting excited about spring and the opportunity that I have and the White Sox have as a whole.
It seemed like toward the end of last year there were times where when you got a little bit hot at the plate, it made me think that maybe you could do a little bit of DHing as part of the whole mix of your play. And how do you feel if that's the way it went in 2012?
We got a pretty good DH. He struggled last year, but I think myself and everyone in this organization expects him to bounce back and do what he's capable of. So by no means am I looking to try and compete with Adam Dunn to take the DH spot. But if opportunity presents itself, I'm definitely open to trying it. I'll give it my all the whole time. And if there's a possibility for it, I'm open to it. Just as I've been working on a little first base in the off season. Just looking at it, why not? It came up last year, and I didn't feel prepared for it. So, this year, in addition to preparing to catch, prepare to maybe play a little first base here and there if we need it.
With a 30-year Southwest Side tradition, Huck Finn is open 24 hours to serve you with great breakfasts like the Becky Thatcher, soups, great lunches, 1/3 pound burgers, clubs, and much more. Dinners from seafood to steaks to pasta, great donuts, and ice creams. With 3 locations at Archer and Damon, 67th and Pulaski, and 105th and Cicero. Stop in today. You know Huck Finn is open. You've got to get to Lansing Floral Shop. Open at 8 a.m. daily. Besides a great array of live flowers, they have custom silks, Bridgewater candles. They want you to plan your parties early at a wide delivery area. They're located at 3420 Ridge Road in Lansing, or you can call 708-474-1212. Weddings, funerals, birthdays, anniversaries, and guys, try the No Reason flower. Believe me, it works. Lansing Floral Shop. Give them a call, 708-474-1212. Get to Kelly's Tavern for Benkowski Trivia, Friday, March 23rd at 8 p.m., and again, April 6th at 8 p.m. That's at 44th and Wallace. Bring your friends. You'll have a great time. We've been having a riot of late. We videotaped. In fact, later in this program, you'll see some Kelly's Tavern Trivia. So get out there and play it live, March 23rd and April 6th. Those are Fridays at 8 p.m. at 44th and Wallace. You will have a great time. Come play in the area's classiest billiard center, Jukebox Billiards, 7910 Calumet Avenue in Munster, 2 blocks south of 8094. Selling the most famous names of pool tables and billiard equipment. Specializing in table recovery and moving of tables. A complete pro shop with the most brand names of cues and cases. Celebrating over 20 years. Excellence. Top billiard tables. The place where the action is. Jukebox Billiards, 7910 Calumet in Munster. We're back in the spotlight, the final installment of the 2011 Benkowski Trivia title match from Salerno's. We are in mid-final question with the Chicago Sharks.
Shout it out.
Besides Paul Molitor, 2 twins, 2 people who played for the Twins are in that 3,000 club. Name them.
Rod Carew.
5 seconds. Dave Winfield is correct. 43.90. Question number 1. On Melrose Place, she played Joe Reynolds. 5 seconds. Louder? Correct answer is Daphne Zuniga. Question number 2. On Twin Peaks, who played Dale Cooper? Tom McLaughlin is right. So you have 500, you're going for 1,500. On Hanging with Mr. Cooper, the 3 main stars, Mark Curry, Holly Robinson Peete, and 5 seconds. Raven Simone, no, Dawn Lewis. So you got 500 for your efforts. Dan B's in 2080. And the game is in the hands of playing 90s TVA with 1,600. Needing 3 to win the championship. Let's hear it for Charlie Horse Munster. Question number 1. On Murphy Brown, she played Corky Sherwood. Faith Ford is correct. That's 1. You have 500. Question number 2. On Roseanne, she played Nancy Bartlett. Sandra Bernhardt is correct. You have 1,500. For the 2011 Benkowski Trivia Championship, 3-word answer. On the Nickelodeon show All That, the loud big girl who always corrected everyone. 5 seconds. Go. Beth Denberg. Lori Beth Denberg is correct. You are the champion. You did it. 4,600. What a finish. What a finish. To the last millisecond. Let's go. Let's recap the scores. Charlie Horse Lester wins it with 46. Shy Sharks at 43.90. Thank her. Oh my God. Honorable mention to J&D in the 2000s along with the Dirty Socks at 23.70. You all played spectacularly. We'll have a lot to talk about when we meet you at your individual sites in the new year. Happy New Year. We'll talk about it more at your game. You're welcome to stay a little longer and play. Happy New Year to all. So recapping the 2011 Benkowski Trivia Champion, the crew from Charlie Horse Munster. They were fine champions, and they hold the title till next year, later in the year in December. We'll be back.
I eat on the pasta twice just...
Salerno's Restaurant and Pizzeria at Grand and Racine is the place to go before United Center Pavilion, Bulls, Hawks, Cubs, and Sox too. Dine in or carry out with great family recipes, including homemade pastas, steaks, seafood, a great fun bar area. Meet people. Have a tremendous time at Salerno's Restaurant and Pizzeria, Grand and Racine. You'll find a great variety of foods for you to enjoy at Salerno's. Go play at Red Shoes Billiards, 12009 South Pulaski in Ulsan, featuring 16 Brunswick Gold Crown pool tables, drop fluorescent lighting fixtures, and the fabulous grade of cloth. Call 708-388-3700. That's Red Shoe Billiards, 12009 South Pulaski.
Lanigan's Irish Pub is the place to be at 3119 West 111th Street, right by Kedzie. Live music on Sunday with Fast Eddie. Drink specials daily, including $1.50 domestic bottles on Thursday, $3 Guinness on Tuesday. Call for karaoke information on Friday. Party room, too. All that available at Lanigan's Irish Pub, 3119 West 111th Street on the beautiful south side of Chicago. Get there, Lanigan's Irish Pub. Lindy's Chili Gertie's Ice Cream at 110th and Kedzie has it all. From fresh-made burgers, fries, hot dogs, chicken, turkey, Polish, shrimp, tuna, barbecue, ham, tamales, quesadillas. They've got salads and plenty of ice cream with Sunday's banana splits and seasonal favorites. Get all these things at Lindy's Chili, which is where I start, but I always get a little something extra, at 110th and Kedzie. We're back on the spotlight at Kelly's at 44th and Wallace, and you should come out on a Friday night, and you will see action like this. In the future. Chili dogs are up. Good call, Michelle. Chili dogs, you want music? Okay.
It's so wet down there.
Ladies only, roll the ball, bocce style. So it's Chili Dog Lady against a Misfit Lady.
gotta go get Megan. Yeah, they can wait. You gotta be girl against girl. I'm gonna come and get like because it's the challenge. So you go against third girl. Our girl against third girl. Yeah, what did you gotta do? Here she goes. Hang on. There, right here, Pat. No, it's a roll. It's a two-team event, and your team is not in the same. So what does she have to do? Winner, winner! Oh yeah! Winner, winner! Get out of friend! Yeah! Who won? Misfits!
So the Misfits on the roll and double their score to 280. And now we go to anti-AA. Let me know when you get to 1500. Anti-AA. In 2004, these two famous artists combined to be #1 for 6 weeks with the song My Boo. A man and a woman. Usher and Alicia Keys is right. And you got 160 on that. You go to 240. You're 2 questions off the lead. All right, and the Sodomites are up. Sodomites, can you curtail your activity and pick a category? Academy. In the 10 Commandments, just kidding.
They'd still get it wrong.
This man won Best Actor for the movie The Artist. Five seconds. Going. So, sorry. That was cute. Yeah, he is a French guy. Let's see who could name him. And we go to Jagbags. Jean Dujardin is correct. Oh, talking the French over there. 400. Hey, you're close to the lead, Jagbags. You're right on the tail of the Spread Eagles. Let's see what the Spread Eagles do to create some opening between the two of you. Did I say that?
Yeah, that was awesome. We're going to go back to the music.
In 2002, these two artists combined for 6 weeks to be #1 with the song Ain't It Funny. 5 seconds. And we'll have that answer next week right here on the Spotlight. This week's show has been brought to you by the Lansing Floral Shop. Call for your flowers at 708-474-1212. Huck Finn, a great wide-ranging menu, along with donuts and ice cream. Open 24 hours at Archer and Damon, 67th and Pulaski, and 105th and Cicero. Imprint Graphics, leaders in booklet, perfect bound saddle stitch. Very competitive pricing, 708-396-1010.